Hey guys, this is Riot KDan here, and I'm just gonna talk about some of the fun sounds that I made in the past. These are gonna be, I guess, random trivia series. Just talking about some of the sound design stuff, cool Easter eggs maybe that I hid in some of the skins. But in general, I met a lot of sound designers at this conference that I just came back from called Game Sound Con, and I thought it would be cool to share some of the work that I've done on Twitter here so that if you're interested in this kind of stuff, let me know. Yeah, but this is High Noon Twitch. He's a plague doctor rat, um, part of the High Noon universe. And one of the most interesting things that came up when I was working on him was his Q when he goes into his invisibility form with his ambush. And it goes like that. So I'm gonna play some of the files that are actually layers for this sound. So I could talk to you about a little bit like what kind of sounds that I use to make that sound and blah blah blah, right? So first part of his ability is the oncast. The oncast sounds like this, separated. I don't know if you noticed, but there's this quick, high-pitched, whiny sound, and that's actually a horse neighing. I decided to layer in a horse because it's high noon. It also kind of sounded like a weird sound to have as a part of an ability. It's one of those things where you don't really expect it to work, but then you just put it in there and it sounds so weird that it does work, you know? You'll also hear some door creaking, some wooden coffin creaking sound here. That that tension kind of sound. Again, horse whining plus door creaking um, for this kind of sound was a really weird combination, but it just worked. And then you'll also hear some whispers, some dark whisper sounds there. And that initial like I just really wanted to bring up that like feeling of darkness when you use this spell. So there's a lot of just dark mist kind of sound there. Next thing is the loop, and also I'll play the loop here first. So that is actually the loop that will play while you're in the stealth. On top of that, there's also this layer here. So one part you'll notice immediately is that this one is actually stereo. This is Twitch only kind of a file that the Twitch player will be able to hear, and you'll feel like you're immersed in this 2D like stealth kind of feel. Meanwhile, everybody else, like your allies, will hear just a 3D version of this. Um, but yeah, you hear some rattlesnakes here, and the rattlesnakes going from left to right. So it's not just static, but it's actually moving. And notice that you'll also hear this kind of really dark like hit that has a lot of reverb on it. It's like there's like this metallic resonance, but it sounds very cold and very empty. And I really wanted to portray this idea of death through that one sound there. So here it is again. Right, so that there's that resonance. And then finally, the whistle is just like a little bonus thing that I put in, and it actually became one of the Twitch players' favorite things about the skin. That giving you this feeling of like cowboy western, because they have whistles in there. But I didn't want it to be just any whistling. I needed to be like specifically what a plague doctor of death would whistle. So there are two variations of this. The first one is that one. Dun, 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 dun. If you spell out the notes for this, it spells DEAD. Um, and then the second part is this one, which is the melody of death, commonly used for the Dies Irae. You know, it's used in media, but yeah, I just thought that it would be like a cool Easter egg. Some players actually did point this out, and I thought that was really awesome that they found it. But yeah, just using all these different um, layers to make one ability, and that's what we do here. And then finally, once you're out of stealth, you'll play this sound here. So everything else that you hear so far feels like you're going into some kind of like a giant hall room or something like that. Like you're just going out down into this deep, like, I don't know, giant dungeon, right? And then when you go outside of your invisibility, it like sucks you. It literally sucks you back out into the real world. And that's the kind of feeling that I wanted you to feel when you hear this sound. It's like, okay, all the reverb is gone. Now you're back out in the the normal world. And so yeah, so those are the layers that I used for the Q ability. Let me know if this was interesting or if you want to see more of this. I would love to just do this for fun. And yeah, catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.